Good evening. Dozens of firefighters remain at the scene of yesterday's huge heatwave fires that broke out along the A2 at Dartford and on nearby Heathland, threatening to spread to homes.
At first light today, the scale of the damage became clear. And tonight there are concerns about renewed flare-ups. Well, Joe Coshan is at Dartford for us. Joe, the damage can be seen for miles.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Sangeeta. It's like I'm standing in the middle of a set of a disaster movie, doesn't it? If you just take a look behind me, you can see a couple of firefighters working away on some of the damp spots, but the ground is completely burnt to a crisp as far as the eye can see. And I just want to take you over here now to take a look at some of the debris left from the fire, which covered 4 square miles when it broke out yesterday. Some of the burnt out wheels, tyres completely obliterated, and the buildings just over that fence there completely destroyed. Now, it's maybe somewhat unsurprising that we're seeing these charred remains, given some of the scenes, incredibly, what we saw yesterday. This is some of the pictures from the A2, or the side of it, yesterday. Traffic moving along while a fire was breaking out alongside it, as crews battled to try and put both this fire and the one on the A2 out in record temperatures, which Kent Fire and Rescue's incident commander told me was an extra challenge.
As with any wildfire, it's a very difficult task because you are battling against maybe flames that have got a 10-foot height. The extreme heat didn't help us. We had to be really mindful of our crews. And at its height, there were 18 fire engines, which is about 90 firefighters.
And Joe, the fire is out, but crews still there working very hard.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And the work today is just as important, because there is a real risk of a fire restarting, which is exactly what we have seen in Sheerness today. An incident that was dealt with by firefighters at the weekend has reignited because of a deep-seated pocket of fire. You can see some of the ground smouldering away here in Dartford, which is why crews have been working through the night and still here this evening, trying to dampen down any remaining hot spots, black spots, to make sure that that fire doesn't restart. One eyewitness has told me that the fire service has done a fantastic job over the last 24 hours or so, because they stopped the fire from spreading to a nearby housing development. He told me the whole ordeal has been terrifying.
It was very chaotic scene, and it was very scary scene as well, because we live in this development and we love this place. So it was very much a sad story when the flames was very high, and also it is very much a natural place. It's a very beautiful place. Trees, birds and the bushes here. It is very sad to see. I was devastated to see the wildfire here.
Well, I just want you to take a look at some of the pictures that we've seen today and some of the devastation that has been left by some of these fires. And while we've been here throughout the day as crews work hard in still pretty hot temperatures, firefighters have had a showering of support from the community, with thank you cards, chocolates, ice creams and flowers being delivered for working tirelessly in what can only be described as extreme conditions. And I think we can all agree they've earned it.
Joe, very, very lucky there. Thank you very much.